Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen of the internet. My name is Mark and welcome to another episode of Finding the Next Big Roguelike, the series where I play roguelike games and demos that have been sent to the channel and give my first impressions. Today we're taking a look at a game called Monastery, which is another deck building roguelike that seems to take heavy inspiration from Slay the Spire, the classic. This is developed by a team of indie developers who actually have developed board games in the past. This game here seems to actually have a connection with one of the board games regarding the lore and the environment and everything, which I think is really cool. And they said that basically there's going to be a lot of customization. You're going to be able to have like unique runs depending on characters, equipment, and weapons. I wonder how much this actually impacts the uniqueness of the runs individually. This does seem to be a deck building game that has a lot of content, just from the looks of the images I've seen, and even just, you know, this home screen is it has a vibe that I really enjoy, and the music is a nice mixture of almost a classical feel with the strings and everything, but you've got this low, distorted drone in the background, keeping it grounded into something a bit more sinister. It's cool. This game has been out since September 14th of 2023, so quite a bit ago now. I'm actually excited to play a game that's been out, although the game is still in early access, so there's still room for improvement potentially and more additions. If you have any interest in this game, you can go and play it yourself. Once again, if you're working on your own roguelike, feel free to submit it using the form in the description for a chance to be featured. We get sent so many amazing games, much more than we can currently showcase, so if you have a release or key date, we also offer developers the option to get ahead of the line for a guaranteed feature. So big thanks for sending us Monastery and using that option. Alright, let's take a look at what we've got here. Oh, we can just create new characters. Interesting. We've got some basic settings here. Screen shake, camera movement. That's an option. Interesting. Face and direction, talent, skill was played. That's some interesting options in the gameplay, I will say. Not kind of stuff you see very often. Should we do new game or character create first? Or is new game going to make me create a new character? It's probably going to make me create a new character. Okay, we're going to create a new character. Okay. I guess we're going to be here for another like 40 plus minutes, so hang in there, everybody. Should I try to do someone that looks like me? My beard tends to be a little bit more blonde. Makes sense. My mustache, is it that long? No, it's more like that, right? Yeah, that's more my kind of mustache. You never see my earrings because I always have this on me, so obviously you wouldn't know, but that actually really is similar to what I have. I'd say that looks pretty much on par, like how I am on the weekends outside of stream. Alright, so we've got our classes here, and looks like they're all very straightforward, which is nice. Soldiers is just increase max health, start every run with 2 torches. Blood shard rewards for successful runs are increased. It's giving me all these things without really me having any notion of what they really do, which kind of reminds me of Dark Souls in that regard. Let's see here. 20% mastery points, 5% chance for every percentage-based check, such as block or critical, so like 5% luck kind of thing. Stamina in the first turn of every battle. That seems really powerful from just playing games. Let's do the Pathfinder. Gain +1 stamina in the first turn of every battle. I'm gonna guess that is mana, and if that's the case, that's pretty good in most deck building games. Pepper Lord. Classic. Alright. Normal difficulty for casual players, hard difficulty for experienced players, hardest difficulty for hardcore players. Now, experienced players in the game or in just players as a gamer? If so, I'm gonna go for pain. It doesn't really tell you what the preferred difficulty is from the developer's standpoint. I would like to have like a recommended to start with kind of thing, because I don't know what you mean by experienced players in this instance, but I'm gonna go with pain. Yes, I will gladly take a tutorial. So I find it interesting that we do create our character before even starting the game. So yeah, it looks like our character is important. Cool. All right, let's try the tutorial and see how different it is from Slay the Spire. Curious. You draw cards at the start of your turn. Their number is equal to your focus. So focus is just oh, so it's an actual stat. Interesting. +5 in this case. Sure. Each card costs a certain amount of stamina. You have a limited amount of stamina that is filled with each turn. We have 4 stamina as a default. Or maybe is it because it already took into account the fact that I start with an extra on the first turn? I don't know, but if it is 4 every turn, you don't see that very often. Once you run out of stamina, you can end your turn by pressing the hourglass. Enemies will then complete the action before the play. Okay, yeah, standard stuff. Tough choice to start with. Now, before we actually start with anything, we do have quite a few things on screen. Oh, and ooh, actual dynamic camera movement. I do appreciate that. Background is really intense for a first fight. Now, this might just be because it's the tutorial. It probably is because it's a tutorial, but still, like, look at this background. Just started playing, man. Interesting. Okay, so we got health. 200 health. That's a lot of health, I would say. I'm glad I didn't take the 20 extra health thing. We got our crit chance and critical damage. There's fatigue. There's a fatigue mechanic. Interesting. And we have a sword. So it looks like equipment is going to be important. We got game speed. Let's see how far the game speed can go. 1, 2, 3. Sounds good. Our full deck is just a bunch of strikes. Obviously, that's just for the tutorial. That would be so annoying to just always start with 10 strikes in your deck. We got the stamina. Every card has a stamina cost. Value cards can be played in a turn as determined by the player's stamina count. Sure. Critical hand. You have your attacks have plus 50% critical chance on heroic strike. Now, I'm not sure what that whole thing is here. Oh, we can change that. Ooh, interesting. I'm sure they'll explain that in a moment. Change orientation. Ah, cool. Okay. Let's start dealing damage here. So we can kill both of them. You gain a heroic strike charge after every attack. My gosh, the music is so epic for a tutorial. It's great. Alright, so heroic strike charge every attack. Okay. Got it. When the bar is filled up, your next attack is going to be a heroic strike. This will have an extra effect chosen by you, depending on what I choose here. Cool, so it could be like, your attacks have trample on heroic strike, your attack have stun, or 50% attack, crit. Woo, crit. Nice. We won! Yay. Cool. We gained equipment. Oh, wow. Let's do this. You found steel mail. It increases your maximum health and gives you access to defensive cards. Oh, interesting. Hover over the reward icon for more information and choose your path. Gain benefit points after playing heavy armor or weight card. And once you reach 5 points, gain armor 2 on both sides and thorn 3. Okay, sure. And we can choose either to go to 1 card in a boot or 1 card in a boot. Man, those choices have been pretty tough so far. You get one of those 2 cards. The card art is very extensive. Whirlwind deals 12 to the first enemy on both sides with the trample. When an attack with trample kills an enemy, excess damage. Okay, so it's like overkill. Got it, sure. Or build rage, melee. We can target one of the first 2 enemies on each side. Deal 15. This card gains plus 10 for the rest of the battle. They both cost 2. This seems pretty... I mean, this kind of already gives me like late game potential, so I'm gonna take the build rage for now. And then choose a boon. Whenever you gain armor, increase its value by 2, or heroic strike, deal plus 10 damage. Let's take some armor stuff. I don't know how that works so far. Void the... Oh, okay, Wandering Ghoul. Oh, that's cool. I like these little events. Oh, I love events in these games. I feel like every single deck building game needs to have events like these. That's great. So I could avoid the fight, start the next battle with stamina, or start the next battle with focus, but you slay the ghoul. Let's try to slay the ghoul. Now, does that mean I need to... Is it going to make me slay the ghoul? Okay, no, okay. I was wondering if I was going to slay the ghoul immediately. But... Alright, so we got armor, protects one side. Oh, incoming attack is deducted. Oh, so it's just one side. Ooh, interesting. Got it. Rogue, action, attacks for 3. Yeah, sure, got it. Sure. So I can just kill you. And let me think. It is probably more valuable for me to... Actually, I should have triple guarded, theoretically. Oh, I forgot! Right. I have to choose a side. Also, I got more armor. Yeah, I got it. Everything makes sense. I have to get used to the 2 sides. That's cool. That is not something you see very often. I wonder, there's probably going to be a lot of things about, like, depending on which side you are facing, something happens. Wow, that's scary. If there aren't any cards drawn in the discard, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, sure. Classic stuff. So what do? Special ability. When a brigand enters play, they summon a barricade before the first brigand on their side. Interesting. That's a lot of enemies, I will say. We're going to kill you. Oh, right. And then I can try to crit this guy. I missed. Well, what matters is I tried. They're not going to attack me, so it's fine. We can skip our turn here. Oh, you don't lose your armor! You don't lose armor in between turns. I can't remember the last deck building game that has that mechanic. Wow, you don't lose armor between turns? That's crazy to me. Wow, cool. I also don't know what that little armor icon is under me here. I'm also kind of curious about something. I don't think there was that many settings in the gameplay, screen shake, camera movement, graphics. Okay, go. Got it. Okay, now they're all attacking me. So I can do double kill here, guard this side, and guard this side. Okay, sure. Change which direction you face in. Lovely. I still don't know what that icon is. I also don't know if I'm in the tutorial right now. Guitar, one of the first two. Okay, so let's just, we're gonna take some damage here. Actually, the best thing is just go all in on one side. Oh, I can trample. Yeah, trample. Nice. I almost forgot that I had the trample mechanic. That's cool. All right, we're gonna take some damage here. Yeah, we still have armor. That's crazy. Ow! Okay. Ooh, trample on the build rage. Woo! Lovely. Victory. All right. So that's just gonna leave now, right? We got a shield. You have found the iron bucker. It increases your block chance and lets you gain retaliation. Torches can be used to reroll rewards and to discover cards and events. 5 torches. Interesting. Since it's the tutorial still, choices are the same, which I guess makes sense, I think. 5 torches. Choose an upgrade. Increase max stamina or increase focus. I feel like stamina is probably better at this point. Oh, we already got that. Armor plus 2 stamina in the next turn. Sure. We could do that. But we could also reroll. I see. You could skip and heal for 5. That's a very small amount. That works for me. Let's take the marching. Another event. Cool. Get 1 misfortune. Oh, I'm just going to lose the HP. That's fine. Okay. Just one side, huh? Oh, man. The built rage is not going to work here. Should I just take 3 or... There's no real need to... Oh, I forgot. I actually have extra stamina. Let's do this and guard here. Cool. You can turn your character to face the other way. Block is only effective in the direction you face. Sure. But I can also choose which direction just by, like, moving it. Okay. Yeah, create your barricade. Blocking. 20% chance of blocking. Chance to avoid frontal attack. Resets at the start of your turn. Interesting. Sure. Let's go try to... Let's see. Let's do a crit. Hopefully on here. Nice. Let's do this. Block this side. Oh, no, sorry. Block... Yeah, sure. We could just try to evade everything, because theoretically, evading is good because it keeps our blocks. Takes one side incoming damage and deducted. Gain 1 retaliation after each successful block. Attacking activates retaliation, and until the end of the turn, increase all damage done? Wait. Gaining 1 retaliation each successful block. Attacking activates retaliation, and until the end of the turn, increase all damage. I don't understand attack activates retaliation, because I have 1 retaliation, so when I attack, I'm going to lose retaliation? Is that what it means? No. Okay, I don't know exactly what I meant, but that's fine. Let's do this, and let's do trample on this one. And we're going to guard and block. But so far, this being the tutorial, things are pretty straightforward and pretty easy, I would say. So let's do this. Let's do Okay, this one I could actually go in the vac and fully realize. I think the block mechanic is something different from the armor mechanic. Yes, it's basically dodge chance. It is very much dodge chance, except that when you dodge, in this case block, you get an actual benefit, which is interesting. Click the torch button to discover what events the pathway hides. Use a torch to explore the pathways on the crossroads. So heal 20, lose 2 torches, heal 40, get 1 misfortune. I don't care about healing. Lose. Oh, we're definitely gonna go for this one. Cool. So let's grab a whirlwind. I think it doesn't seem super powerful without extra damage. 12 is whatever, but it's basically just 2 strikes. When you think of it that way, it's not that great. But the other is not very interesting. So what if I reroll? But maybe it's gonna get better, so we'll do that. Choose an upgrade. Item upgrades are passive skills like boons, but they belong to the equipment you are wearing. Interesting. Reduce the number of attacks required to trigger a heroic strike. That seems really good. Start each turn in guard stance and gain 20 block. Gain 2 after moving an enemy for the first time. This is really cool. So it really is about your equipment. There's a focus on it. I think that 3 attacks for heroic strike seems extremely powerful. Okay, but it does make me feel like there's only 1 upgrade you can put on them, since there's a big arrow here, and I feel like it would be harder to do more arrows, but that's my first thought. But lose HP, gain a boon token, lose 5 HP, gain 3 torch, or 3 card rewards. I like how simple these are. You just have to pretty much figure out, like, imagine what's gonna happen. Slay everyone, got it. Duel the leader, got it. Or just leave them alone. And it's simple, but this allows to have a lot of different events without having to create a bajillion scenarios and write everything down and everything. I like this. It kind of gives this feeling of adventure for sure. I want a boon. Boon token. So what is that? Collect 1 more to earn a boon. Oh, okay. Sure. Okay, so this makes me feel like we're mostly just going to be focused on this side and nothing else on the other side. Okay, so there's also a talent thing that we haven't even started looking into. Interesting. You can use a torch to discover the top 3 cards of your deck. Then choose 1 to draw and discard the rest. Wow. So torches really have a lot of cool... Man, that's awesome. I love the torch system because you can use them for so many different ways, which means they're always useful. And it's just a matter of how many you want to keep and how much... Yeah, it's really cool. Okay, so he has damage reduction of 2. Oh, but also takes double damage? No. Vulnerable. Attack damage taken... Oh, no, he's gonna inflict vulnerable. I see. I guess we'll do, actually, a guard. Oh my gosh, I guarded the wrong way. It's because since the camera moved... Okay. Well, got it. Kill issues. Exactly. Oh, darn it. Can you move... Oh, you know what? I'm willing to bet that this is the same thing as my heroic strike. If I give myself armor 5 times, I get a unique thing. That would be my guess. It's okay. I'm going to evade everything, so it's fine. Ow. Blocked. Blocked. See? All calculated. Hey, see? I calculated everything. I knew they were going to come here. You know what? If I do this, 14 on my whirlwind, and he would reduce it by 2. So yeah, we actually do want to do this. Oh, yes, taunt. Got it. Okay, and now we can do a critical on the whirlwind. Nice. That is exactly what I wanted to happen. We can do this. And... blocking here. Now, why did I have 4 armor here? I might have missed that, but... Okay. Blocked. Easy. I'm still not fully understanding the retaliation thing. So, and then I get that when I block, I get retaliation, but attacking activates retaliation. I'm just assuming that it's just telling me that, oh, your attacks have +1 attack, I guess is what it means. Maybe. Let's do this. And now we're going to do trample here and kill everybody on this side. That felt good. You gain armor for killing the guy on the right. I guess. Let me see. Gain benefit armor. Once you reach 5, gain armor on both. Gain benefit points after playing heavy armor or weight cards. Once you reach 5, gain armor 2 on both sides and 3 thorns. Maybe this is what happened? What else could have triggered it? I don't know. In any case, we're gonna do this, and we're just gonna pass. I'm assuming that's what happened. Let's do a whirlwind here. Strike. And I'm gonna stun you. Dead. Ha! Yeah, that was fun. Okay, stash unlocked. Okay, we unlocked something. Hey, okay, we completed the tutorial. There we go. Okay, you have arrived at the monastery, your base of operation. This is where you manage your items, track your mastery progress, and start runs. Okay. Click on the chest to bring up the inventory. This is where your equipment is. Okay, yeah, there's gonna be a lot of stuff here. We can start with... Got it. Ooh, man, like... So we can start with some of this stuff, right? Interesting. So this definitely has roguelite elements. My assumption is that you're not gonna find a million different cards like Slay the Spire, but you're gonna have a lot of different equipments that allow a lot of unique cards because the equipment really does have pretty unique stuff tied to it. You could also have an offhand attack stuff instead. Interesting. Ooh, offhand dagger, offensive build. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm seeing. Right, I'm glad you're seeing that too. Let's take a look at what else we have. Click on the shelf to check your mastery progress. The higher mastery level, the more cards and boosts you've unlocked. So this is just to unlock stuff. Doesn't make me feel like that's actual like. Doesn't give me more like actual meta progression, more actual permanent upgrade stuff, right? Ah, no, wait, never mind. Oh no, these could be like just the upgrades you find, probably. Yeah, that would be my guess. There's a lot of stuff. Jeez. Okay. What else? You can alter the mirror to change your character. Sure. Perfect appearance. Yep. You can spend shards in the shop to buy new items. Okay. Now, once again, these are not permanent upgrades. It would feel click that. Now that everything is. So, are there not? Okay. Wait. No. I don't want to start a new run. No. Cool. Okay. Wow. Okay. There's a lot. This is cool. So my big question again is there a sense of actual permanent upgrade? Is this like a true like roguelite experience? Because it doesn't seem so. It just seems like there's a lot of things to unlock. So let's take a look at the stuff that we can start with ourselves, right? So we have the broadsword has a crit chance. That's what we played with. We can also have the rapier, crit chance, stun, and triple. So they all have the same stuff. But heroic strike grants armor 2 on the attack side. Oh! Did we not... Was that what we played with and we didn't realize that's what we got 2 armor? Maybe. Rapier has more crit chance and Heroic Strike deals more crit damage. That seems really powerful with the Heroic Strike crit chance. That's an extra 50% damage on the crit. That's crazy. And Heroic Strike inflicts 4 bleeding. I feel like I'm going to take the Rapier. Also, they all come with different cards attached to it, right? So, this one starts with a strike and a cleave. Target the first 2 enemies on their side. So it's like the whirlwind. The rapier has melee, deal 8 damage, increase crit chance by 5% this turn, which is interesting, because it deals less damage. I don't know how I feel about that. And also melee, deal 1 damage. The attack deals plus 250 crit damage. Interesting. Crit build. Or melee attack, deal 4 and bleeding. Bleeding deals 1 health loss per stack at the start of turn. Increase every turn. Yeah, so it's like poison pretty much. Bleeding 10 on a bleeding target. Wait, this is a lot of damage, isn't it? That's like really good for bosses. Interesting. And the offhand is melee, deal 3 damage, brittle. This card has a 50% chance to be removed from combat after being played. And fade, draw 1, enter stealth. If you are already in stealth, draw 1, and you're in stealth, your melee single target attacks can target any unit and ignore taunt. You can't have armor while in stealth. Stacking stealth will grant your next single target attack plus 3 damage. That's pretty good, but do I need? I mean, it is more offensive, but let's not forget that it doesn't stack super well because we have a hand size, right? So if I already have a bunch of these in one hand, do I care about having another stab? Considering I'm going this route, unless I want to go more with the bleed stuff. Because the bleed stuff does. I think I'm going to actually go for the bleed. I think the bleed is really powerful. In which case, this is pretty good with it. Then your boon added another 2. Yeah. Okay. Right. And then the armor is giving us just 2 guarding. So that's our deck. So you can always fully customize your deck depending on your equipment. That's fascinating. That's not something I've ever seen before. That's cool. You stack up the boosts across turns until you see an attack, at which point it will activate and give you the boost for the rest of the turn, I think. Oh, that's interesting. You think that's how it works, huh? So usually, That's weird though, because not attacking for a while seems like a very specific strategy that I wouldn't imagine would work very often, so I don't know. Why would this be here? Why would the duelist rapier be here? Is it to upgrade it? Because to my understanding, there isn't an upgrade system for these items outside of a run. So why is the duelist rapier here? I don't know. Let's just start a run, shall we? Oh, you can choose corruption. Besides of your choice, is the difficulty of your game. As you progress and make yourself stronger, the land and enemies belong to it corrupt more and more to make your quest harder. Slay bosses and equip stronger gear. Increase the base stats of the enemies. Give different unique abilities to enemies. Interesting. We're going to start with the runes. We're going to start low. It's a side grade. The Master Thrust has a different... Oh, okay. Interesting. No, yeah, I didn't fully see it. All right. Let's start with the easiest one here. Select the boss to chase. It's always about a boss. Giant Mutate, Ghoul Queen, or Undertaker. I mean, Giant Mutate looks pretty cool. Nice. There's actual lore to it. Nice. Alright. I don't know why this guy came up, but boss progression. Okay. So that's just someone I have to beat in order to get to the boss that I'm going for. Okay, cool. 2 cards. Okay, so we start with 2 cards. Gain armor to have equal amount on both sides. Oh, I see. So this is good with like an armor build. It's also pretty specific. Critical damage. We're not going for crit with this build because I'm playing bleed. Start every turn with 2 combo. Every played card generates 1 combo. Combo resets at the beginning of the turn. Cards that consume combo don't generate any. What does combo do? Every played card generates 1 combo. Combo resets at the beginning of the turn. Cards that consume combo don't generate any. So we could just play cards that use combo with it? Interesting. Well, none of these sound good at all. I guess we could hope to find some combo cards? Armor 12, minus 2 stamina in the next turn. Okay. Armor up, double your armor. Lose all armor in the next turn. No, thank you. Let's just grab the marching. It's boring, but the other 2 are, again, pretty situational. Interestingly enough. Alright, let's just destroy these guys. So, Revenge. Trigger when the unit loses health from an attack and survives it. To turn into a crawler. And when I attack, there's a 33% chance that it turns into a crawler? Is that what's going on? Enter stealth. Okay, so your melee single attack can target any enemy and ignore taunts. You can't have armor while in stealth. Stacking stealth will grant your next single target attack +3. Okay, so let's try this, okay? So I'm going to do a fade. Why did I draw 2 cards? I don't know. We're going to do this. Okay, so yeah, it triggered the thing, okay. So what's going on here? In effect, while the unit is in the first position, inflict acid 1. Okay, lose armor on both sides. Sure, and Reckless moves forward 1 position at the start of its turn. Got it. That's fine. Also, I'm realizing that bleeding means I need to actually survive a turn for anything to happen, which I guess is counterintuitive with the build I'm trying to go for. I guess stunning would be pretty good with this kind of build, huh? Okay, so that also triggered. Are you not attacking? Why is your thing grayed out and this one is not? Too sure. Okay, stunned. Why is this one grayed out? I think because bleed might proc first and kill it. Well, that's what I'm thinking too, but it says bleeding deals 1 health at the start of turn, right? It would be great if it would proc now. Enemy turn. Okay, it's at the start of their turn. It's a little confusing. That actually means I don't have to be defensive at all if I could just kill everything. Cool. That makes it much more powerful. So I wasn't stealth to start off with. I have like a fast knife thing here. Playing a card generates 1 combo. Okay, at the end of your turn, a finishing move is performed in the direction of the player is facing. How did I get the fast knife? Oh, that's the dagger. I totally forgot about the dagger. This is like past, like the dagger's passed up. Okay. At the end of the turn, a finishing move is performed in the direction the player is facing. The finishing move deals 1 damage for every 4 combo. Beginning each battle in stealth and with +1 stamina. Alright. Things make a lot more sense. Start every turn with 2 combo. Got it. What do? You have a chicken icon. Deal 1 damage for every position away from the target. When it loses health from an attack, it moves to the last position. Okay, sure. Boop. Interesting. That's not what I expected at all, but you could do that. Ow. Alright, well. Sure, you can go back and forth, but I'm not going to stop. It's not going to save you there. Okay. Cool. Cool stuff. Ooh, I like the vibe. Also, we have 3 torches. Focus, stamina, stage 1. Okay, cool. 3 cards or 2 cards and remove a card. Do I want to remove a card right now? Probably. I mean, it's always good to remove cards, but I don't know what is good and bad yet. Probably my guarding, but I don't know yet. So I'm going to wait. I'm just going to get 3 cards. Okay, 3 cards is a lot, by the way. Every time you play an attack card in this turn, all enemies take 2 damage. This damage is increased by your finishing move damage. I mean, that seems really good. We are trying to go for like low-cost things, right? Momentum. Every card earlier in the turn gains a bonus to this card. Okay. Melee, deal 20, push, and weakness. Okay, so one of these 2 is good, but I want to be more. I want to be more aggressive. And then the marching is not bad, honestly. Pummel, melee, deal 12, and stun. Once per game, return this card to the top of your deck. Stunning an enemy is pretty good. Backstab, melee, deal 1 damage. Draw 1, stealth. Wait. Deal 1 damage, draw 1, stealth, deal 14 damage instead of drawing. I see. To gain 1 stamina, duplicate. Backstab looks pretty cool. I'm gonna do that. Okay. Oh, we got this thing again. I think slaying the ghoul in this instance is good because they got a lot of 0-cost cards. Okay. So we start in stealth thanks to the dagger. Now we could just immediately go for a backstab here, which I think I will do. What do you do? If this is a this is taunt. Okay, got it. What do you do? A burster? Deal 4 damage on death. Deal 4 damage and inflict acid 1 to all adjacent units. The start of return has a 50% chance to explode with double effects. Okay, got it. Wait, so let me read this stealth again. Melee single target attacks can ignore. You can't have armor while in stealth. Attacking stealth will grant. Okay, so I could theoretically just backstab this guy, bypass the taunt, but I'd like to get some armor, which I can't do because I'm in stealth, to block the explosion. So I'm actually going to do the backstab on this guy. Now, why am I still in stealth? Is it because... probably because I said the card. Probably because it was specifically backstab, is my guess. Like, I think the explosion wouldn't have affected you. You're 2 positions away. Let me see. Deal 4 damage and inflict acid to all adjacent units. Oh, my bad. You're right. That's fine. There's a lot to read. Why am I still in stealth? You can't have armor while in stealth. Stacking. So when do I lose stealth? I don't know. It probably won't work, but... How do I get rid of stealth? I'm confused. Stacking. Well, can I get armor? Nope. But I can still activate it. Interestingly enough. Okay, I guess just stealth, you just stayed during the turn, I guess? Okay. Okay. Blade Fury. Attack here, deal damage to both of them, but not by a lot. Guard the bajillion. I'm getting acid, but I don't really care about the acid, really. I can do 2 of those. Oh, actually, let's do a crit on the stab. Okay. And let's do this and this. Just stack this up. What is this combo? Oh, that's my combo thing. Right. Which, I'm gonna be honest, I haven't really been paying too much attention to. Okay. Okay, got it. There's a lot of sneaky little mechanics in here that you kind of have to get used to for sure. That's cool. Alright, what do you got? 3 cards and a torch. I have to remember I can really use torches for a lot of things. I think I would rather have a boon token. You get an extra card here, but... let's go this way. Oh, we got this thing again. Build Rage. Or Thorns. Thorns attack, receive +1 damage for each thorn, decreased by 1 when attacked. I see. If I want to build Rage, it's probably good to have big attack, you know. Every time you play an attack card, this damage is increased by your finishing move. Mutilation. Deal 5 damage. Momentum +1, which is every card played earlier grants a bonus, which is +1 multi-strike. Oh, cool. So if I played a bunch of cards before it and then play multi-sting, I attack a billion times. That's super cool. Very fun. I got a boon token. Gain 1 weighted card. Gain 3 card rewards. I don't know if I need a... like, I'm getting a lot of cards. Remove 2 cards. What cards would I remove? Probably the Crimson Cuts, right? And a guard? Crimson Cut and a guard? Maybe. Let's remove some cards. This, and... I love my stabs because they work really well with the build I'm trying to go for. And a block. A guarding. It didn't feel like I got rid of it. There was like no animation to it, but I guess so? Is that like the rest of my deck? Or, no, okay, no, it worked, okay. Alright, what do we got here? Immediate attacks after evading an attack. 10% chance to evade an attack, got it. Alright, so we're gonna blade thingy McJiggles. We're going to backstab. Let's backstab this guy. Let's Crimson... yeah, that guy. They all take damage. Let's build Rage this guy, which should kill it. And... can't block. So... guess we're taking damage here. It's fine, I have a lot of... I do have a lot of health, so... okay, I'm actually going to probably stun them, right? Oh, this has taunt. Let's go into stealth. Stealth doesn't really do much, huh? It's a weird thing. It only works if you stack it. You can bypass taunt, but it's just specific. I'm gonna stun this guy so it doesn't attack me. And I might bleed it. And the rest will go here. Actually, here, yeah. Well, no, here. Just don't counterattack. Okay. Also, the combo meter is hard to do. Every played card generates 1 combo. Combo resets at the beginning of the next turn. Cards that consume combo don't generate any. And I just deal 1 damage for every 4 combo. It's hard to do, you know. Okay, now my 2, like, big defenses, of course. Okay, so you're dead. So we can just do this. And there's probably going to be more enemies coming up. Hi, unit becomes untargetable. You know, you'll see if you're untargetable. Boom. Yeah, you're stunned. Sucker. Okay, build Rage. I'm assuming nobody else is after this. Okay, cool. I lost a little bit of health there. There wasn't really much I could do just because I didn't have a good draw. But also, I did play a very aggressive deck, so... Boon token! Okay. Finesse, lose 1 combo to gain 1 stamina. Duplicate. First time this is added to your deck, add another. I don't know if I would like that. That doesn't seem great. Enter stealth, lose up to 3 combo, draw 1 for every combo lost. That's cool. Let's try to do more combo stuff and stealth stuff, because I really want stealth to work. I just don't like... Stacking stealth will grant your next single target attack plus 3 damage. I also don't get that. Stacking stealth will grant your... Like, how many stealth I need to stack? So, if I get 2 stealth, my next single target attack will deal plus 3 damage, but then am I still going to be at 2 stealth? I don't know. Card generate plus 1 combo this turn. I don't know if this combo thing is working, man. I'm going to reroll this. I don't like any of these cards. Combos just doesn't seem to be good. We got increase your finishing move damage by 3. No. Heroic Strike deals plus 5 damage. I don't know. I am planning on playing a lot of Heroic Strikes, all things considered, so maybe. Alright, Boon! Your starter attack cards deal plus 4 damage and have plus 10% crit chance. Plus 4 damage is a lot, considering that we have the lowest attack value because we're going for some bleed. That's pretty great. Whenever an enemy dies, randomly gain 1 stamina, draw 1 or heal 3. Whenever he gains thorns, increases value by 2. We can go for that, so let's definitely take the element. Seems really good. Gain 2 torches, lose 1 torch, enemies are stunned in the first turn of the next combat. I'm fine with enemy attacks. I'm not scared of them. Okay, what do we got here? 2 dudes here, and what do you do? Special ability, heals a quarter of its missing health when the player loses health due to acid. Interesting. So, enter stealth. If you're already in stealth, draw 1 instead. Alright, start with more combo. We'll guess we'll try to make that work still. Can I kill this person? Why did I draw 2? Let's try to figure this. Draw 1. Oh, okay. Yes. Enter stealth, lose up to 3 combo to draw a card for each. Maybe. I do have already a lot of things I can do, so maybe not. It's only 15 damage currently. Every card played. Maybe I'm going to do a vanish to get another stab. Yeah, that'd be sick. Because then... That's... Oh my gosh, that's 15. That's a lot. I think I need to do the multi-sting on her, unfortunately. Yeah, I think I need to do... Oh, I forgot. I don't gain armor. I don't... It's so... The stealth mechanic is so weird, right? It's like, I can't get rid of it. Enemies can still attack me, but I can't get armor, and I barely get any benefit from it. It's just weird. Does trample work with multi-sting? That's a good question. I don't know. I don't get it. I don't get it mechanically. Like, why am I being punished for having a very, very weak effect, which is stealth, and just purely not being able to have any armor anymore? It just feels weird. So do 1 more attack on the monster on the left, and then try trampling multi-sting. Oh, trample only goes to one side, is my guess. But we can see. Yeah, we wouldn't know anyways. But yeah, my guess was that trample always goes just one side. Yeah, but there was no way. I wanted to kill her first. Okay, so we're not... There was no way of killing her and killing... Well, yeah. Okay, well, at least I can guard one side, but... Okay, so what are we doing? Let's block here and focus our attention on the other side. You're dead, and you... Oh, shoot, I can't do that over there, apparently. On a bleeding target, right, of course. Oh, that's not an attack. Oh, it doesn't matter. Melee, deal 1 damage, draw 1, and stealth. I don't want stealth. It feels like stealth is just negative. Can I block and then stealth? Maybe. Okay, let's do build rage and trample. Now, do you think the explosion is gonna... No, the explosion is not gonna happen here, right? It did happen here! Really? I figured that it wouldn't take into account the fact that it's close to me now. I thought it would like still explode over there. That's unfortunate. Okay, well. Blade. You're gonna take a lot of damage there, lady. Alright. Cool. Adaptation or item upgrade. There might be some trample jank where the game considers him next to you for like one tick. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. Well, I don't think it's jank. I mean, that is just a choice. Obviously, that was thought of. That, you know, if there's no more enemies, you know, theoretically, it was the last to die. You know, like the first got killed, the second got killed, the third, since the other two are killed, then you're closest to the third one, so you take the explosion damage. It makes sense. It's just I figured that the game wouldn't do that. Let's go item upgrade. Begin every turn in stealth. +2 stamina at the start of battle instead of 1. Whenever an enemy takes bleeding damage, heal. Bleeding damage. Current and maximum health are both increased. I actually like this because my understanding is that this is going to... Digging every turn in stealth. Playing a combo card. Oh. Wait, beginning every turn in stealth is already active. So it's just an extra stamina? Is that all it is? No. This... Confusing. Why would it say begin every... Because that's just whatever it's going... Like, it's just the upgrade. I am still beginning every turn with stealth. It's not going to be 2 stealth, is the thing. Okay. I'm going to take the health, I guess, then. It's a little boring, but I feel like that's just super not worth it right now. Because enemies taking healing, bleed damage is very rare. And it's in big stacks, so. Lose HP, gain an item upgrade. Probably going to do that. Cool. All attacks have momentum +1. I wish the keywords would occur here. Because I forgot what momentum does, but that's pretty good probably, so we're going to do it. Oh, hey, isn't that the elite? Yeah, there you go. Okay, so what is momentum again? And how can I see what momentum does? Momentum +1 damage. What is momentum exactly? But I don't know. Okay, we got a few things here. You deal +1 damage for every position away from the target. When I mean loses an attack, okay, got it. Yeah. Every attack you do adds 1 to momentum, if I remember correctly. Yes, but I don't know what momentum is. Momentum is just +1 damage. So why not just say every attack just adds more 1? Oh, I don't know. We'll figure it out. Music is cool. I like the music. Alright, every time you play an attack card in this turn, all enemies take 2 damage. This damage is increased by a final move damage. Turn the finishing move is performed to the direction facing the player, which is from the combo generator. Okay. Let's do that. Let's fade. So I can draw some more. Okay, so you reduce damage taken. You also have taunt and cannot be moved. You have a special ability. Gain 2 thorns at the start of its turn. Loses all thorns when hit 2 times in a turn. That's annoying because I like to hit people fast a lot of times. So okay, so now everything deals +1 more damage. Yeah, okay, that's all it is. I just deal more damage now. Can I not attack you guys? Because you have to. Oh, I have stealth, so I can. I forgot. Okay, can I stun you? Can I stun elites? Gosh darn it! Would have been nice to know you were immune. Just wasted my stun. Come on. So you're dead. Ow. Ow. It says it in the print right there? In the elites? Oh, gosh, there's so many things. I'm sorry. There's just a lot. Ah, shoot, in the elite things. My bad. You're right. Gosh, there's just a lot of keywords to read. But you're absolutely right on that. Let's do the battle thorn. The multi-sting is not going to be great in this instance here. Deal 1 damage, draw 1 Cool. Don't you do something funny if I attack you? Yeah. Okay, I don't know if I wanted that, but it is funny. And what is that you're gonna do? You're just gonna gain thorns. Okay. Because I'm just gonna kill you then. Bad use of my energy, but refuses to read keywords, fails to stun boss. Precisely. Alright, so start each turn. Again, the combo doesn't seem like it really works great, so the open, that's always gonna go here for sure. Attacks receive damage for each turn. This is terrible for my build, man. But he loses all thorns when hit twice. So that's still a lot, you know. So you should probably use it. Yeah. No, for sure. I'm going to. But we're gonna do this. 23. I try to crit the one over there. Nice. I guess we could do this. Which, yeah, just in case I found something, you know. I'm just gonna face the boss. Nothing personal to you, but 6? That's a lot of thorns, but I mean, you've got a lot of bleeding, so you know, that's good too. So that's 8 plus 4. It's not gonna be good enough. What if I just do something else? That's I don't want to enter stealth. Now it says you can't have any armor in stealth, so I don't want to do that, right? Although, wait, the boss is not attacking, so let's test it. Yeah, I just lose my... Man, I don't get the stealth mechanic. It seems terrible. You just can't have armor in the stealth build? That seems so bad to me. Well, I'm just gonna do this. And just wait until you die. Alright, good luck. Action, remove half of its thorns and heal for double the amount. That's so sad. You tried so hard. Whack. Alright, elite down. Oh, I don't get anything special for killing the elite. Oh, okay. That's kind of sad. 30 health. Or duplicate a card. Do I want to duplicate anything? What would I like to duplicate in this instance? Maybe like a backstab? Backstab could be pretty cool to duplicate. I don't know. I'm also not using my torches. Range. Deal 12 damage. Pull. Critical hit. Gain 1 stamina for a turn. Oh, that's kind of cool. Let's do that. Still a lot of damage, too. Here. Another backstab? And then I can duplicate another backstab? And then I just hope that I actually never... that I'm never in stealth. So I don't actually want the benefit of it. I just want to draw into either like for Blade Flurry or multi-sting. And give it my combo. I just don't want to be in... Alright, I officially hate stealth. I don't get it and it doesn't work. That's what I'm going for. Alright. 2 random main hand cards, 2 random armor cards. Oh, interesting. Stealth build with no stealth, exactly. I'm using all the stealth things without stealth. That's interesting. Let's see what that is. Cards generate +1 combo this turn, or increase your finishing move damage by 3. Or poison by 1. Do I want those? Oh, are those just added? I mean, it said like add, but sometimes you could like you add and then you actually choose to not do it. So I just don't have ways to not take damage. As long as I'm stealthed. Cool. Well, here comes the damage. Ow. Cool. Awesome. Love it. Brilliant. Ow. Cool. Alright. Hello. Puker. Wonderful. Prepare to attack. Preparing an attack. So, gonna do a big thing. Alright, cool. We got it. We got the backstab without being stealth. Perfect. Do I even want to do this? Because I kind of would rather... Well, let's see. We'll figure it out. This. Let's do a big attack that can crit. Build rage. I did not crit, unfortunately. Oh, it's okay. We got another backstab. And we can multi-sting. Deal 8. Current +4. Multi-strike. Momentum +1 charge. That's actually... With the momentum, this is really good. Man, I wish it would go to the next target. Obviously, it doesn't, but... Okay. Card generate +1 combo. Oh, actually, let's do this first. Then do card generate 1+1 combo. Then we can vanish. Oh, enter stealth! No! Oh, you explode. Why do I have to be in stealth? Let's try to... Stun? Let's try to stun. Oh, actually... Yeah. Oh, darn it, man. Gosh, stupid stealth, man! Why is stealth so... Oh, I can use a torch. I can use a torch. Oh, hell yeah. Actually... Weapon throw is probably even better. Because I can hit the one over there. Yeah. Alright. So I'm going to stun this. I'm going to weapon throw over there. Right? Jeez. And guard nothing. I genuinely think I'm gonna try to get rid of my stealths. Oh, I can't target this guy. No. No! The stealth is back! And I can't kill this guy over there. No! Ow! Get. Oh, still? Okay, well, at least I can safely defend. Oh, I had the whole backstab combo going. No! I mean, just need to get rid of my stealth. And I always start with the negative thing. Alright, cool. Boon. Automatically discover the next 2 events and get +2 cards at the start of the next battle, or 15 health. I mean, that's... Seems like I should go this way, right? Well, I mean, 15 health is just a little low. Once per turn, you can play the last card in your hand for free. Double the effect of your first played talent card. Draw a card for the first skill card you play in every turn. Oh, that's awesome. I don't know what the talent card is, and I don't have too many issues with, like, mana, so let's do that. Brick. Heal 20 and getting 2 torch. Heal 10 and remove... Let's actually heal. Thank you. Oof. Card generate more combo. Increase your finishing move by 3. Actually, it's gonna be a lot of damage. Nothing costs anything. Ooh, I can also range over there. That's cool. Increase your finishing combo. Alright. Oh, and momentum +1 too. Let's stun this guy. Open cut, and that's gonna be a lot of damage, right? Hopefully. Let's see. Woo! 7 damage! That's okay, that's not bad. Oh, they explode. Okay, Blade Flurry. Cool. So you're dead, so that's cool. I'm gonna take some damage here. So I'm gonna do a marching this way, I think. Right, I don't think I can kill one of these guys. I mean, probably not. Why can't I? Oh, there's a taunt in the way. I see. I guess I can stun you. And I don't think it does anything, but I'm still going to face the ones that are attacking me because I just don't appreciate it, you know? Ow. 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 Okay, so you're almost dead. Not the vanish! Please, not the vanish! Now let's do this. Guess we have to do this, guard this way. Oh, I forgot I could just vanish here, right? Oh, but I don't want to enter stealth. No, screw it. Sorry. Okay. All right. Let's backstab here. No blade. Backstab here. Everything goes boom. Let's armor. Let's stun. Oh, baby. No. I wanted to see the big... Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. We just need to fight a big boss here because we could do some serious damage. Transforms all starter cards into random cards. Duplicate all starter cards and gain a boon. Nothing happens. Or lose 4 torches to increase stamina. Lose 4 torches to increase focus. Or okay, let's... I don't have enough torches, but the other ones I wasn't going to do. Decrease every health loss or damage you would suffer by 1. All your attack cards have bleeding. Oh my god! All my attack cards have bleeding? Yes. Oh, shoot. I get a weighted card. No! Wait! 10 tons? That's so much! Okay, I think the fight after that should be the boss. What do you guys do? Chance to summon is increased by 25 with each failure. You try to summon every turn. Got it. You do what? Gain 2 power when another gold dies. Okay, so we try to kill this guy first. Got it. Okay. Shoot, we are in stealth mode. Okay. Vanish. Okay, so your next single target attack will deal +3 damage. Okay, I see. Okay, we're going to stun this guy. Open wound. And face this direction. Oh, I can play this? Oh, I could get rid of it. Maybe. Nice. Okay, cool. Okay, so you're dead. That's cool. Okay, we are not... okay, we got our... we got rid... Like, we're not stealth anymore. Don't worry, buddy. We got through the rough first turn. Oh, there's a little bug here. Color something. That's kind of funny. Okay, everybody's trying to attack me. Card generate more combo. Heroic deals more damage. Oh my gosh. Ah, the +4 bleeding effect bugged out. Yep, exactly. You're absolutely right. Okay. Let's see if this works. Do you believe? Do you believe? I mean, I really don't. I don't think it's going to work. It has no reason why. There's no reason it should work from the way it's written. Oh my gosh, that's so much damage though. 15 times 5. Yeah, it doesn't work. Why? It would have been so beautiful. Alright. So you're just... Oh, I need one more damage, so I'm going to do this into kill here. Crit or stun? Let's just be safe and do a stun. Kill this. Do this. Do the stun. Oh, I guess it is, isn't it? That's kind of cool. I didn't think it would count as a skill card. I mean, it does say it, so obviously it should have, but... Okay. I need to get rid of cards. I need to get rid of my stealth thing. 2 cards, boon token. I think we're a little late on our boon tokens, so duplicate 2 cards. We're gonna duplicate so many backstabs, people. It's gonna be beautiful. Apply 3 poison to everybody on the sword. No. Guard stance. Gain 1 block. Nope. Let's just skip. And heal a little bit. Backstab. Yeah, I mean... Theoretically, the only bad thing about that is if there's an enemy that you know, like a time eater from Slay the Spire. But otherwise, backstab is. Oh, I'm duplicating this. Oh, I can't do it more than once. No. What else could I duplicate? Considering I'm going to be drawing a lot of cards, what's something that's good with that? Cards generate +1 combo this turn, or increase your finishing move. No, that's like whatever. I could get another multi sting. Duplicate the weight to flex. Problem is, multi sting is not good if you have multiple in your hand, but it does allow the combo to occur more often. A stab, maybe, or maybe I just don't duplicate anything else. Yeah. Okay. Gain a boon token next battle. Nope. Gain 1 weighted card next battle. Nope. Nothing happens. Yeah, sure. Boss time? Nope, still not. Okay. 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 This one's about to get stronger, so we should probably kill it. Let's do... I don't really care about this thing over there, but I could just one-shot it. But then they're all gonna get buffed, aren't they? Yeah. Maybe that was not the best move. That's fine. Let's stun this guy. Deal some damage here. We deal a lot of damage. Alright, Mark, very important question. What are your thoughts on coconut crabs? Coconut crabs? What are coconut crabs? Is this like a these nuts joke that you're about to make me here? I don't know what coconut crabs are. Okay, so you're going to die. What crit? Wow. Oh, we do get a multi-strike. That's quite nice. I'm actually gonna trample, because even if I don't get the full value, it still deals the damage eventually, yeah. There are really big ones that live on islands that a lot of people are scared of for some reason because they vaguely resemble spiders, which is weird. Oh, these... Yeah, I know what you're talking about. My thoughts on them? I mean, I would say my initial thoughts would be that they're pretty freaking cool. But I haven't put extreme amount of thought into it. I feel bad, though. Alright. Remove 2 cards, yes! And heal. Perfect. Okay, let's get rid of... I mean, I know it's good to to like grab some to okay, wait, let's get rid of the weight, because even though I don't like the stealth, it could theoretically draw me cards, worst comes to worst, at the end of the turn, you know? But it also gets rid of my block permanently, so maybe I'm gonna get rid of it. Is there something worse that I could get like, what about the Battleborn? Isn't Battleborn just terrible? But at least once I use it, it's gone, right? Is it one of those cards? Maybe it's not, actually. Oh, this is worse. Fate is worse. Fate is way worse. Draw 1 card, enter stealth. If you're already in stealth, draw 1 card instead. No, hell no. No, we're getting rid of this. Okay, gain 1 weight, heal 20 and 2 torches. Gain 3 weighted card, get an item upgrade. Or nothing happens. Oh, man. I don't want to have too many bad cards, so I'm going to do this. No! Still not the boss. How long does it take? I mean, I thought this would go faster. Huh. This is another elite, though. I think I'm going to do this first. Just because it draws me a card, and I want to see if I get anything important. Okay. We're going to take so much damage here, by the way. Oh, I forgot I could always go past it. Gosh darn it. Do this. Oh, that was a crit. Okay, that's going to explode. Okay, cool. Does the game look similar to Darkest Dungeon, or is it just me? Visually, it is very... It kind of gives me that vibe. Gameplay-wise, no. It is not. This is not a good hand. Ah, that sucks. That sucks, that sucks, that sucks. Ow. Ow. Oh, geez, Louise. Okay. Increase finishing move. We're going to bring you all the way up front here. Thank you. And we're going to try to get a crit going on, like, you. Cool, so now you're bleeding a lot. That's good. Okay, you're also bleeding. Let's do... Try to get you to die soon enough. Oh my gosh, you're 1 off. Darn it. I can try to stun you. Okay, that was stupid, apparently. The weight progresses my armor bonus. Oh, you're right! Or weight cards. Interesting. Oh man, I am not drawing the right cards. It's fine. We'll do this. I can't play this. Wait, does multi-sting? Well, this just doesn't matter. I would rather discard anyway. Oh my gosh, he's 1 off. I have a lot of health, all things considered. Okay, now this looks like a better turn. Now this looks like the right turn. Come on, give me the card I want. It's gonna hurt. But I need to get the boss started to bleed. And maybe I'm gonna get rid of all the... It's gonna hurt again, but now it's out of, yeah, stuffies. I did not get the card I wanted. Crit! Woo! Deal 50 damage in 1 hit is an achievement, baby! Okay. Cards generate 1 combo. No. I'm just gonna double defend here. Okay. Backstab. 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 Please give it to me. No! Wait, I can still get it. No! No! So close. It's okay, I think he's dead. Oh, he's very much dead. Oh my gosh. Where's my 100 bleed achievement? Wait, are you still gonna give it to me? No! No! Oh, wait! Complete a successful run! Wait, what? I didn't find the big boss? Oh. Dagger reward. Enemies enter the battlefield with poison 2 on them. Okay. Well, I just unlocked these cards. Interesting. Cool. That's it? That's it, really? For completing a run? Wow, that seems like a very, very small amount of stuff to... Considering the amount of items there are? Oh my god, that seems like this is going to take forever to unlock stuff. Huh. Okay. Interesting. Alright, what I'm going to do is I'm going to play one more run myself, and then I'll give my overall thoughts on the game as a whole. So I will be back in just a moment. Alright, I am back after having completed another run of Monastery. It was about an hour-long run, so another pretty long amount of gameplay for deck-building games. Well, it's on the average long side, I would say. So we finished it, we did clear it, and I'm back on the hub. So, let's talk about this game. First off, audio visuals, as usual. They're great. The visuals is like a mixture of Darkest Dungeon foremost by a bit, and then I would say Deck of Ashes a little bit. Just maybe like 80% Darkest Dungeon, 20% Deck of Ashes. It gives a little bit in some of the art, but it's mostly trying to go for a Darkest Dungeon art, but also vibe. You know, it's very gloomy, it's very dark, and you know, there's skulls everywhere, and there's always this feeling of death lurking around. Not to mention that even just visually during fights, the idle animation and everything, you can clearly see that there's probably been some inspiration on the visual side. Now, not so much on the gameplay side, which we'll get to. So I think, yeah, the visuals are great. There's definitely this feeling that this is a large adventure. I think they do a pretty great job of that in general. Even when you start to run and you have this big map, this is also Darkest Dungeons vibe, where you actually pick where you want to go and your mission kind of vibe, except that there doesn't seem to be much actual choosing for a reason other than just progressing. While Darkest Dungeon, there was actual reasons behind that. I kind of wish there was a reason to why I would go for one over the other, because currently there doesn't seem to be any particular reason. One is harder than the other, but I'm eventually going to do it. So, you know, like, oh, if you were to do this, you get more of this or more of that, or it's harder, or you have like different modifiers depending on which one you go for at this particular time. Could have been interesting and a fun way to make sure you don't just go for runes first and then force first and second and then mines third, because apparently it seems to be the progression in terms of difficulty. Anyway, that's beyond the point. So visually, it's great in that regard. I love the feeling of the adventure, all the different bosses and monsters. There seems to be a lot of monster variation in terms of like the art style, which is awesome. So I really like that. When you go to a new area, you can select a boss to chase, and you could choose any of them, and then you have some lore behind it, which is really cool. That's just awesome. It really gives it's a great sense of immersion in that regard. So big thumbs up for me. And again, I kind of wish that once you selected it, you would get more than just playing it and playing it and playing it until you beat it, but that's not a big deal. Love the way it looks. And during combat, yeah, I really like the visuals of the background. It feels like you're not just in a little room. It really is open, and you're just kind of progressing around. So that's wonderful. The card art is also very extensive. I mean, when you look at games like Slay the Spire, you would usually get about half of that amount of card art. Here they put a lot of, like, the cards are pretty massive and have a lot of art in it. That's cool. That's really that's a lot of effort. It really gives a lot of life to each of these cards and each of these actions, you know, so props on that as well. The music is cool. It wasn't like something that I was like fully amazed by, or it wasn't something that I really noticed up front as much, but I think that's good, that in a way where it wasn't too distracting. And I think for a game like this, you know, it wants to really be more in the background. It's not like an anime kind of like game where you really want to have like your music go boom. No, the music is very fitting. It's even in the hub here, you have your little piano, which makes it a little sinister, a little moody and everything. No, it's good. The music is great. The art and the visuals are great. The vibe, fantastic. So big thumbs up in all of that. Next, let's talk about the core gameplay, the core mechanics. This does take a very basic approach initially to your traditional deck building roguelike experience. You know, being inspired by Slay the Spire. It's roughly the same. You get your cards, you get your energy, you select your card, you choose the enemy you're trying to that you're using it against. You have your attack cards, you have your block cards. Voila. You can see everybody's intent. Once you end your turn, they all do their intent. Pretty standard stuff. Now, luckily enough, they do have some pretty cool, unique core mechanics within the game. First off, I would say that probably the biggest thing here is that you are in the middle and you're being surrounded by enemies. And that's pretty cool. That, once again, makes you feel like an adventurer. You know, you're constantly being surrounded by enemies, and there's going to be some gameplay implications around that. But other than that, I would say that there isn't anything too crazy mechanically unique in its core, and they decided to take some uniqueness in some of the mechanics that are unique to the characters. And that's really where they try to go a different direction, which I think is cool. But the core, the only thing that is pretty unique is the fact that you are being surrounded by enemies, which is fine. I like that concept. On my second build, I was playing a block build, and that really was important to know which direction I had to be facing, so that was fun. But I think that outside of the card battling system, one of the really unique aspects is the whole character and inventory system. So instead of just having a starter deck with a starter class, which, you know, if you pick the Pyromancer class, you start with these cards, great. Or if you start as the Assassin, you start with these cards, great. That is 99% of deck building games out there. That's where most games do in order to have a unique starting deck, is by just choosing, you know, a few options. Here, the game really allows you to really customize your start and to customize the unique mechanics depending on the equipment that you give yourself. So if I go for a steel broadsword start, I'm going to have these two starting cards, and I'm also going to have the sword pack of possible cards you can encounter during the run because I picked the sword. And if my offhand was a knife, then I would also add these starting cards, which are specific to this specific dagger, but I would also get all of the daggers now find possibly throughout the run. And then for the armor, if I go for heavy armor versus medium armor, and then trinkets and rings. So not only do you get specific starting cards depending on the actual specific item you put in your inventory, but whatever class of items you've picked, those will be the cards you will be encountering during the run. So you can really customize everything in terms of the cards you'll be encountering, as well as the cards you are going to be starting with, which is fairly complex. Now, that is a pretty complicated mechanic as a whole, not only to understand, but also to strategize around, because clearly, with the amount of possibilities, it takes a lot to try to figure out what is good with what. And I think that's cool. I think this is another example of a deck building game that is probably not best suited for people that are not very familiar with the genre, because this definitely requires a lot of knowledge, I think, to get comfortable with a lot of these systems. Not to mention that some of these items, like the shield, if you have any of these shields, you will be giving the chance to block, and the blocking mechanic is pretty complicated, and that's a core mechanic that you'll be getting for the rest of the run, and which is one that I decide to go for on my second run, and that's how I beat the run. I went for some blocking things, but I could have had, you know, that on my offhand and still have some blocking but not really care about it, and instead focus on having, you know, a rapier and go more for some more crit thing and go for a crit build. I tried to go for that, and then I realized I was more interested in something else, so I got rid of the whole crit thing. It really is impressive the amount of possibilities there seems to be with the amount of customization the game is offering you. And that's not even counting the rings and the trinkets, which I was not able to get yet. I would imagine these are not as game-changingly important as the armor, offhand, and main hand. I would imagine these are really what's really important, especially since they don't actually come with starting cards, seems to be the case. So I think that's one of the coolest aspects of this game, is this whole run starting customization. All these armors also will have potential like upgrades you could choose from, or that can really shift the entire run. You can also level them up by playing them enough, and as you can see, I finished an entire run only really playing blocking cards. I was really pushing it, and I just gained 1 level on that specific shield, and there's plenty more things to unlock. So I am amazed at the amount of things there is to unlock, which we'll be touching on a little bit more in just a moment. Also, they come with unique boons. Again, like we'll be touching on all this, but wow, that is just a lot. I can't remember the last time I've seen that many unique cards and just like that much content. And once again, you can also buy some of these equipments in the shop using the blood gem stuff. So that's really part of the core gameplay mechanics. You build your character to start off with, which is kind of cool. Which all that matters is the background. You can now start with like some little unique attributes. It's interesting because you choose that without any notion of what they do, because you have to start your character first and then you start playing the game to get a better idea of the gameplay. But unfortunately, it costs some sort of currency, which I don't have, to change that background. So I kind of wish that you would be able to create your character after the tutorial instead. That way you could at least get a better understanding of what all these are before committing to a background. But that's not a huge deal. I mean, these are not massive benefits, I would say. I'm just kind of wish that they would give us the choice after tutorial, just for broader understanding. But you create your character. You choose whatever loadout you want from the very limited amount of choice there is at the beginning. There's very, very small amount of choice, I will say. And then you will be able to start a run. Choose a particular one of these 3 difficulties. Obviously, probably want to go for the ruins first. You do a run 3 times in order to get to fight the boss. And then you could do that another 3 times to kill all the bosses. Ooh, man. Considering that the runs are actually long, which is what surprised me the most, is with the amount of stuff you need to do in this game, the fact that a run takes me an hour and yet it takes forever to get the progression going, it's very surprising to me. Let's talk about the roguelike elements that you get throughout the run. So, during the run, so we talked about the combat, just the core combat, right? But then, outside of the combat, I think you have to do 10 enemy fights, which is insane. That's so much for that kind of game, I would say, because the fights take a while. I'm surprised it's 10, but I enjoyed it. And in between each of them, you get to pick 2 paths. Each path will come with rewards and as well as an event. And that is so cool. I love that. That it's not just after a fight, you pick one path and you get 1 reward, and then you get to the next fight and you're like, okay, sure. And then like eventually you get to 1 reward or an event, and then you want to go through the event because the events are cool, and then you get this cool event, and then you get to the next fight. And it's like, okay, cool. No, here you get multiple rewards almost every single time, and you are guaranteed an event every single time. That is so cool. I love that so freaking much. I think that makes the out of combat areas much more exciting than about 90% of deck building games that I've played. It's just so enjoyable for me to see that there's always going to be an event, even if it's not very important. The fact that there is, it keeps it being immersive and it's enjoyable. It feels like you're constantly changing your deck and just getting rewarded constantly. The fact that you can add cards like up to like 3 between fights, it's crazy. You're constantly changing your deck much more than your average deck building game. I like it. I think it's cool to just constantly give these cards. I wonder how that's going to feel later on in terms of the balancing. That being said, one thing that I've noticed is that you do start with 10 starter cards. That's a lot. You usually don't want to have these starter cards in the late game, right? So having 10 of them, I think, is over average for a deck building game. Usually it's closer to the 8 or even 6. So understandably so, giving you more rewards and being able to get rid of cards faster as well makes sense to me. I just think that the out of combat stuff is awesome. Fantastic. I'm a big fan of it. Now, in terms of the actual gameplay, enemies that you fight, they were cool. They each had some fairly unique mechanics that I had to kind of adjust to. I would say that there was a little bit of getting used to in terms of some of the keywords, and sometimes you would have a lot of enemies with a lot of different keywords and you would be surrounded by them, and there was a bit to follow, which once again really for me does show that this is a game that's more for people that have played these games before, which is fine. So it took me a second to get used to, and I did do a few misplays because I misunderstood certain elements. I would say some cards can be a little bit confusing, but not by a lot. Not to a point where I think it's an issue. I do think it is a fairly complicated game. I will say I don't think it's an unnecessarily complicated game. There are some games out there where some of the mechanics are a little out there. That being said, there's still some stuff I can't fully grasp my head around. Stealth mechanic seemed so underwhelming compared to the downside you get. And usually when that happens, it just means like, oh, trust me, when you get that full stealth thing going, it's crazy. Yeah, maybe, but you have to start with one of these items where you always are stealth, and it just comes with such a downside. But again, that's just something very specific that I didn't get to really play with enough to really affirm how I feel about it. Combat was cool. Doing the average or hard, whatever difficulty, things were, I had to be careful. It was pretty rewarding. But I will say, I think I'm going to start talking about some of my slight concerns. The 10 battles per run does seem like a lot. I feel like 8 could have potentially been something that I would find more interesting. And the reason I say that is because even though there's a lot of enemy variety, when you get to 10, you do tend to see the same enemies quite a bit, but also more importantly, the runs are long, and that's fine, but my biggest concern is how long it takes to unlock some of this stuff. So just by the numbers, but the fact that I've completed 2 runs, I don't think most people are expected to be completing their runs on the first try. But the fact that in 2 runs I only was able to collect 159 of this currency, which is for pretty much buying everything, which only allows me to buy 1 item and still not my first ring. And the fact that when I look at the actual equipment and I see like that if I want to unlock even more cards, which of course I want to see more cards, I have to play these so much. This was my first run. I only got 50% of my main weapon up, and I would have to do this quite a few more times for just 1 weapon. That seems like a big grind, and a grind that I hope doesn't feel too grindy, just because I would love to see more cards. And I feel like right now I don't care. Like I don't know all the cards. That's totally fine. But with how slow this seems to be going, I would imagine that I would probably want to see these cards way before unlocking them, because I'll probably have seen everything multiple times by then before unlocking these 2 cards, for instance, right? So I'm a little bit concerned about how slow it may take to unlock some of this stuff. Concerned that also, once again, you have to do 3 runs in order to get to fight this boss. So that the 4th run is to fight this boss, and then you have another 2 bosses, and then you have another 2 worlds, potentially another 2 more as well, because this is a difficulty 3 out of 5, so I would imagine there's another 2 worlds out there. Woo! I mean, it's cool that there's a lot of content, but I'm hoping it wasn't stretched out too much to the point where it just feels like a grind. Because while I do enjoy a bit of grindiness myself, I also do enjoy unlocking things, especially if I feel like I've seen everything multiple times. That is my only concern, which I myself don't know if that's the case. Maybe I'm completely wrong, and I hope I am. But I'm just a little worried considering that I've already done 2 runs that this corruption meter is still at not only 0, but like very nothing. So hopefully this game doesn't take too long to get going, which is why I was wondering if maybe 8 fights instead of 10 and runs potentially would be more fitting, but I don't know. From what I've played, I did have an absolute blast with both runs, but on the second run by like fight 9, I was like, oh, okay, we're still going. That's just my take right now. I will be continuing to play this on my own for sure. I want to see what happens later. I want to see these new trinkets. I also got like a talent thing that I didn't get to play with. There are boons. The boons were really cool, and they definitely felt very powerful, and it definitely was pretty hard to get them, but it was really nice to play with. I love the boons. I love the upgrades you can get. There's a lot of different ways to upgrade your run, whether it's boons, boon tokens, upgrading your equipment, giving yourself +1 stamina or +1 whatever the other thing. I haven't even seen trinket stuff or the ring stuff, so there seems to be a lot of possible ways to just customize your runs. Usually that's like one of my first concerns in deck building games, is you making sure that there's enough variety in your runs. I feel like this game is not going to struggle with that, which is awesome. That's really exciting. So hopefully the grindiness is just not too high up there is the one thing I'll say. But in terms of the gameplay, I had fun. I didn't find like the most insane or crazy, like out of their combo yet. I hope that, you know, there is still a lot of different builds to find outside of the uniqueness of the boons and everything. I hope there are plenty of builds. I don't know. We'll see for myself. But so far, this has been enjoyable. You said this was made by people who made board games, right? The map, yeah, it definitely has board game vibe. Mechanics are quite complicated, I've noticed. Complicated in the way that you'd expect from a TTRPG. Yeah, I agree. I do think it was really like the guard, the stances, stealth, and the guard stance. Definitely I had to think twice about it, because not only were they complicated, they also came with some pretty severe downsides that would nullify certain core mechanics. So you had to adjust to, okay, I've learned a lot of the mechanics, but now if I do this particular build of stealthing, I can't block anymore. And you're like, oh, got it. But also you have to stack stealth and stuff like that, and same for the guard stuff. One thing I forgot to mention as well that I thought was really cool, and another core element, is the heroic strikes, which is that if you've attacked 4 times, you can then create, your 5th attack will have a unique effect, such as trampling, doing a 50% crit chance, or stunning the enemy. That's cool. It gives a lot more flexibility, just more room for just strategy, which is cool. Simple, cool little thing to add. I wonder if you will get something different if you just don't have a sword. I would imagine that'd be super cool, that if you have an axe, then you actually have a different heroic strike with different effects. I don't know if you can get hammers or axes and stuff. I think that'd be cool if that were the case, right? I'm not seeing it here though, but I do see some more stuff down there. But that'd be really cool, right? If like your main weapon, you have different heroic strikes depending on the kind of weapon. I think that'd be super solid. So hopefully that is going to be the case. Again, this is in early access. But for an early access game, and for just a game in general, this is really solid. Yeah, that's about it.